Hey everyone, Jeff here, Water Tucky 1620. I just want to say to you all, I want to say a thank you to a lot of you now, all of you, not just now, but a lot of you, and say thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. Um, Thank you for helping this channel grow. Yes, I want it to grow. Yes. Would I want to make money from YouTube? Why not? Everybody else is trying to do it. I mean, it's only honest for me to say, yes, that's what I want to do. But, you know, I'm in the game a little too late. Being 54, going on 55 here in December. So it's something I wanted to do. When I got my liver transplant, I watched YouTube a lot. I watched a lot of people. I support a lot of channels on the YouTube. I'm a Patreon supporter too. I'll just let you all know that right now. I back a lot of channels just like y'all do. I download videos from channels, all sorts of types. And the news, but I'm not going to talk politics, and I'm not going to talk the news. No. What I'm going to talk about real quick for me is I want to tell people on my channel about liver donations or organ donations. How about that? Let's put it that way. It's simpler. You know, for me, it started about 5 years ago. I went to dinner, ate, have my meal, and next thing you know, I'm in the bathroom getting sick. Don't know why, something's wrong. I felt something down here, So we didn't go. I didn't go to the ER. I went home. I got a hold. Obviously, I'm a vet of the Navy, so I go to the VA. So I go to the VA north of me. Obviously, I've been in Michigan. I'm just going to tell you that right now because I root for the Lions. I root for the Tigers, the Red Wings, even the Pistons. Yeah, even the Pistons. And of course, you all see that I'm a Chase Elliott fan. So I'm just going to say these things on this channel. And if I get in trouble for it, I'm sorry. I think it's allowed because I'm speaking my rights, So I'm not trying, Anyways, I just want to say, like I said, it started 5 years ago. Felt sick. Got a hold of my primary care physician. She thought it was a gallbladder. It wasn't a gallbladder. They did a lot of blood tests. They found some things off. And some of my levels in my blood were higher for the levels. And that raised some red flags. So they did a couple more tests and some more, I got a CAT scan or MRI, x-rays, I went through everything. Blood tests, poke, prod here and there. Couldn't figure it out, and they couldn't figure it out. So finally, I had to go to another VA. A VA that was more reputable and a little closer for me to drive to. So I did. And obviously you can figure out if I'm in Michigan. Yes, it's Ann Arbor VA. And yes, it was the University of Michigan who did my liver transplant. But I'll tell you first, I went to the VA. And the VA didn't find that. She didn't actually know it was a liver until like 6 months into it. Finally, 6 months, the liver doctor that I have, who's outstanding at the VA, and and a lot of people there at the VA work a lot with the people at the University of Michigan, so it's awesome just to have that across the board. I'll just tell you that right now. So, in 6 months, they finally say, hey, it's your liver. All right, is it cirrhosis? Sure shit, it was cirrhosis. Yes, I'm a recovering alcoholic, but too, I have cystic fibrosis. And my CF is not in my lungs, it's in my intestinal area. And that too was put on top of my liver along with my drinking. So, yeah, I killed my liver pretty much. So I had to suffer, basically I'm saying I suffered because I did. I suffered, I lost weight. I got skinny. I was down below 100 pounds at one time. Yes, I need to get pictures. I need to get them uploaded so you guys can see what I look like. What I look like now. I'm a lot heavier. I'm at least 60 pounds more heavier now. I'm 160 pounds. That's the best I've been in 6 years, weight-wise. So I'm just telling you. Once this process starts in your system, your liver starts that process of dying. Everything else starts to die off a little too. And it sucks, and it hurts, and it's uncomfortable, and there's months and months and years of hospital stays here or there. I started with the VA on the process of a liver transplant, but the VA, I couldn't use the VA in Ann Arbor because they didn't do transplants there at that VA facility. So I had to go to another VA outside of the state. I had to go to Pittsburgh. I stayed there for about 3 months. And they did a surgery, and the only surgery they did, they replaced a hernia. I'm sorry, please. And this is part of it. My memory. Plus, I had a stroke too, even after I had my liver transplant, in October, after my transplant. So that's another thing too. But I'm here. I'm here to be able to speak and talk and tell you all. Just a short, quick of it is that Pittsburgh failed me and said they couldn't give me a liver. So we went to U of M, and the VA said, we'll help you. So I had 2 systems helping me. And trust me, when you get 2 systems helping you, it's a fucking blessing. It's great. Yeah. The downside of this, for me, is I had to deal with the idea that if I get a liver, it's going to come from somebody who's passed. And that's the downfall of it. Because that side of it sucks. Especially, even though you're an organ donor, even though you may pass, even though you have an organ that may survive, donate. Just be an organ donor. If you can do it, do it. If you can't understand, I understand medically, some people can't. And I understand that. So, but if you can do it, granted, yeah, we all have to die at one time. Sometime or another, we're all going to die, and I already know that. I've experienced it. I've come close. This isn't the first time I've come close to it. I've come close to death another time. Of course, I was alcohol related. But what I'm trying to say is I had 2 big resources help me. And, excuse me, I got a call on July 26th at 10:30 at night. Both my wife and I were up and answered the phone, and I heard the lady on the phone talking to my wife, because my wife is my primary care. She's been my wife. She is my life. She is my prayer. God has answered that with her. She's somebody I've known since 3rd grade. Of course, we both have been married before, and we got back together. Thank God for the internet. That's the only way it happened. But anyhow, she's been my backbone, and she answered the phone, and I heard the lady say, "Hey, we have a liver. Does Mr. Lewis want to take this liver?" Yeah, of course. And when I heard the liver, all I could do was break down and cry, because I thought, it's done, it's over. Anyways, I'll continue my story later. Thank you for all. Thank you for keep